I'm here at the New England Racing Museum. It is such a great location. You definitely got to come check this out. The museum is a nonprofit. It's run by volunteers.
Jody Nichols, I was there in 1963, and he fell on the last lap, and the whole field went by him. And he got up and caught the field and won the race. They had a road course that went through the rec area. No, that was the last race there, and because they had damage done by overnight partying, and they wouldn't renew the permit. And the next year they didn't have it. It was the only year they didn't have the Gypsy Tour. And then the following year we had it in '65 at the Loudon Speedway right next to us here, and they had the riot down in Weirs Beach. And we saw the riot, and the next morning it was unbelievable. They had tipped over a family's car, a '57 Chevy, and lit it on fire. And there were beer cans. We walked down Weirs Beach Boulevard, and the beer cans were ankle deep.
So this is Dave Bennett's racing buggy. This is an example of the type of thing they have here at the museum. This was, a local road racer. He handmade this frame. And he was a legendary racer. This 1952 Ford had a 100 horsepower flathead in it, and independent rear brakes. These guys must have been hardcore, man. You look at this cockpit, there's not a lot of room or creature comforts in this thing. This thing is, this is badass racing here. Can you see like jamming around a track at 100 miles an hour and something like this? You'd be shaking, it would be loud, and you'd be holding on hard, right, to make sure the steering wheel was doing what you wanted it to do. So this was when racing was racing.
Our museum covers the history that dates back to 1896, all the way back to the very first auto race in New England. We have trophies, helmets, about 30 cars and motorcycles on display. So if you're in Laconia for Laconia Motorcycle Week, stop by and see us. We're open June 12th and 13th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and also extended hours Thursday, June 17th to June 20th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Stop by the Northeast Motorsports Museum in Loudon, New Hampshire at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
There's tons of stuff here. They've got a bunch of memorabilia about, motorcycle racing here in Laconia. And the rally really is about motorcycle racing. There's races here all week, so, you got to come out here and check it out. Obviously, there are booths and stuff out here, but there's antique road racing, there's Laconia Classic, there's racing just about every day out of the Laconia Motor Speedway. So, definitely check out the racing here because, the racing is really what the heritage of Laconia Motorcycle Week is. It's really about the racing, and, that's what sort of created the rally. So, spend some time here and support racing. There's going to be racing all week at the track. There's antique racing. There's all sorts of racing. So you can come by the track anytime. It's about a half-hour ride out from the Weirs out here on 106. There's booths out here. There are a lot of demo rides. The corporate sets up out here to do their demo rides, and there's booths. So there's always something going on out here at the track. So it's definitely worth checking out. And again, I urge you to check out the racing. You don't have to go to the Laconia Classic, although that is awesome. But there's racing all week, and a lot of amateurs racing, and it's just a lot of fun to go to the track and hang out. So, spend a day at the track, ride on out, spend a day out here. So if you're heading out to the track or maybe out to the Motorsports Museum, you got to stop by JJ Yokes on the way out. Great place to have breakfast. Used to be called, if you came to Bike Week years ago, it used to be called the Broken Yoke, but apparently there's a Broken Yoke in California and they got a cease and desist letter. So now it's JJ's Yoke and Company. Food here is great. People are great. I myself go for the Eggs Benedict.